Life, as we know life, is an interplay of forms, shapes, sizes, colors, and all of them interplaying in the medium of time and space. Every single person, every object has three dimensions: the height, the width, the depth. And they're all alive, interacting. If the objects are not alive, they are still being affected by the time. The stones get withered away by the universal forces. So everything, everybody is under the effect of the change. So change is happening, and the change takes the medium of time. So forms, shapes, sizes, colors, smell, taste, everything is locked in the medium of time and space. Space is needed for the objects to move, people to move around. This mobility is possible only in the time and space complex. Meditation takes you onto the higher elevations and watching the whole world of forms and shapes. And all these forms we have given names to identify. So we have explosions of the forms and the names. And all that takes a root into a one small second, microsecond of explosion. That's what we call Big Bang. Before the Big Bang happened, there was nothing there. And yet there was something. Something that got converted from nothingness into everythingness. All the objects, shapes, colors, forms, all those were created. And since then, the dance of the universe has been going on, which we see it today in front of us, including our body. And we have been under the spell of forms and names since we were born. Every moment we have to interact with these forms and names. It's a game we are playing, thinking we're gonna get something out of it. And we do. But then we have to give it up. Objects keep on rotating. People keep on rotating. We are under the spell of these forms and names. And we have created our imaginary bonds with these objects and people that they are ours. And like a child, we want them. We want to hold them. We want to hoard them. We don't want to share them with anyone else. Fights have been going on. Wars have been going on for eons in this foolishness. The building material ultimately traces everything to the infinite consciousness, which was the primordial existence before the Big Bang took place. So everything we touch, smell, hear, taste is nothing but the same consciousness, taking different forms and shapes and sizes. And we have given them different names to identify. So this world of forms and names keeps dancing in front of us. And we are lost in the mesmerism of these objects, people, situations. Just like you give a toy to the child and he's fatally attracted to this new toy that he gets, which has bright colors. It does something for him. He's attracted to it. After 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, he starts losing interest in it. And you remove it, give him another toy. And this goes on forever. He never really gets anything out of that toy. Toy stays where it is, even after he loses his interest. But he doesn't care. His eye is on the next toy, and the next, and the next, till he dies. This is the story of our life. We keep on playing with different toys, which have forms and shapes and sizes and colors, and they're all dancing in the medium of time and space. The origin of this whole drama is being played in our mind. Our mind being that it is running outwards towards this world of forms and names, is responsible for creating this drama which is being played in our mind. Every single thought that we have is nothing but of that forms and names. It doesn't matter which person or which object, but they all have forms and names. We make sacrifice of our whole life running after these forms and shapes and sizes and the names. The world of forms and names is enticing enough for us to sacrifice this precious human life to the point that we don't even care if we die. We give up life for these objects. We sacrifice our precious human life to acquire these objects. This is like desert mirage that we are running after. Morning till night, even in sleep, we keep on recreating this world of forms and names. We keep playing with it. We are no better than foolish children who think a world exists in these toys that he has. We have not matured up. Through meditation, we have to be vigilant, observant, and be a witness of this foolishness that has been going on in our minds. Same mind. We have to redirect and realize the presence of consciousness that's within us. This consciousness is like standing on the top of the mountain and watching the clouds play in the valley down below. You are standing on the peak of the mountain. Down below in the valley, clouds are playing around. You are above the clouds. Clouds are full of thunders, disturbances, interplay, running around. All those actions are happening. This sansar is nothing but like clouds, continuously in the motion, fighting, interacting, creating thunderstorms, downpours. Restlessness is part of these clouds. But through the observation, by being a witness of all this drama of life, you have found yourself a spot where you can be a witness of this action-filled world that is so restless. And yet, nobody seems to be going anywhere. Not even a single person. Whether it is the President of the United States or Alexander the Great, who won half the world, Genghis Khan, he killed millions of people to expand his kingdom. They all meet the same fate. From the cradle to the grave, they put up a show, but they all result into the same nothingness. And you, as a witness, you are in that consciousness, in that silence, where there is no drama. There is absolute peace. In this drama that is being played in front of you, includes your own body, includes your own name and your so-called possessions. The whole sansar that is in front of you takes origin in your mind. All you have to do is get down to the bottom of this tree called sansar and cut the roots. Fighting individual thoughts will be only fruitless, exacerbating, tiring. Do not fight your individual desires. Go down to the root of the tree called sansar. Cut the roots that your root is your belief that you are the body. Observe your body. Be a witness to your own body, the body that is moving around in front of you, going from places to places, meeting different people, different objects. Be a witness to even your desires, that how this person called Shrenik, who is in front of you, he's going from one place to another, drives around, walks around, climbs, runs, enjoys, gets upset, depressed, anxious. All these emotions are that of Shrenik. But that's not you. You have become a witness of this drama. And the central character of this drama for you is your body itself and its emotions and its running around. This removes the connection with the rest of the world also. The rest of the world exists only because you exist. The moment you start becoming a witness and walk away from the nearest illusion that you have been living is your own body, with so-called name given to that body by the society, because you did not carry that name with you when you were born. So the whole root of this whole illusion called sansar is you. Work only on you. Be a remote witness of your own body and your own mind. And the crazy dance you have been doing to run after these toys, which you're gonna give up as the death comes. Remote yourself from this world of names and forms which your body is part of. Be a witness to the forms and you become formless. You are that formless consciousness, the infinite space from which the universe came out of. Universe will dance in it and will merge in it. Watching the motion makes you motionless. Watching the forms makes you formless, because this is a total different dimension you are waking up to, where your own body and the mind becomes the object of observation, object of witnessing it. The awareness becomes you. Consciousness becomes you. You have a new body. You have a new existence. And you have a new character where you are infinite. You are at peace. You are at total rest that you never had ever in your life, because you were running around. You were busy like a crazy child running after toys. That was your Maya. That was your illusion. That was your foolishness. But now you have woken up to this existence filled with awareness. And compared to that awareness, you realize your foolishness so far. If your body is not yours, it seems meaningless to run after these so-called objects of pleasures in the samsara. All that running comes to a halt. Realization, this is foolishness. Who would want to do it? Once you have these diamonds, sparkling diamonds of universal consciousness, awareness, which is your true existence, true nature, why would you run after the pebbles which have no value? They have no luster. Be in it. Witness the dance. And the central character of that dance is your body. Be a witness to it. And enjoy the existence. Enjoy the consciousness. A state of formlessness. And the time, which is nothing but interplay of these objects. Be a witness of this. Witness the time and you become timeless. You become immortal. And enjoy this perpetual existence which is always going to be there. The body that is part of this samsara, the interplay of forms and names is going to be washed away. If not today, 2 days, 2 years, 20 years, 50 years, whatever. But it is nashvant, destined to be destroyed. Just like a toy loses its value once the child removes his attention on that toy. You remove the interest in this body. It is still a beautiful body which is storing your mind, which can be gradually coaxed into rising into this higher state of awareness. Enjoy the presence of existence within you and be a witness of this vast drama called life. And in this drama, births happen and deaths happen. Like any other events, it's a continuous birth, death phenomenon happening all about, all the time. Your body can be replaced with another body, but don't fall into that trap again. Time to wake up is now. That is the biggest death you can have. But this death brings a whole new life where there is no death again. Death is only to the forms, only to the matter. Never to the spirit, never to this consciousness is perpetually alive. Have a good day.